I won't be the first person to talk about Noah by Cacharel on YouTube. Lots of people talk about this, and it always comes up in the soapy perfumes, or like fresh and clean perfumes. And, there's a really good reason for that. I'm going to do this little one anyway because I find it interesting how some people describe this, because I don't think this is laundry. I think that this is the only perfume I've come across that smells exactly like a really good quality bar soap. So this one smells soapy the way that a bar of soap will smell if you've got a nice one. And I really love that smell. I tend with bar soaps to not like them so much when I first start using them, when they have all their other fragrances and flavours in them. Especially when they've got like kind of fruit in them. I find them a bit annoying. But once they've been used for a little while, and then you start to get that real soap smell, that sudsy bar of soap smell, that's what this smells like to me, and it is absolutely delicious. I'm wearing it today. Oh, it's so pure, this one. It's weird as well because the notes, which I'll read to you in a second, I feel like there should be a lot more going on here, but again, I sprayed this one yesterday so that I could talk about the dry down because, again, it's a perfume of the 90s. I think it's the 90s, early 90s. So when you first spray it, it's a bit harsher. I think there's more like woof going on in the top. I think the green notes are all in the top. But when it dries down, it's soft and soapy. You can smell a little bit of the coffee, but it's kind of like if you had a really like nice and not bitter latte. It's that kind of, it just makes it really creamy. Like it is really creamy, this. Anyway, so the top notes are white musk. So musk is in the top, which I think is what makes this so soapy. Musk, peony, freesia, green notes, peach and plum. Middle notes are lily of the valley, green grass, jasmine, ylang ylang and rose. And the base notes are coffee, vanilla, coriander, sandalwood, incense, tonka bean and cedar. So the dry down of this is a very tiny hint of coffee, vanilla, a little bit of tonka bean, the warmth of sandalwood, creaminess of ylang ylang, and then you've still got some musk going on. And it therefore smells so much like a delicious, beautiful, the best ever bar of soap. The best ever bar of soap. It shares the kind of, in hindsight after doing the oxygen video, it shares the same kind of soapiness that one does, but this is just that. This is just the soapiness that you get, just the soapy accord that you get in oxygen without all the other things that are going on in oxygen. This one, despite all of its notes, is so creamy, clean, sudsy, warm, musky soap. It's really lush, this one. I'm just going to spray it so I can get a bit of the top notes. I am going to get a big bottle of this, obviously, because this is just a little baby and it's absolutely gorgeous. Obviously, everyone knows it's got this lovely little pearl in it. It's got this kind of mother of pearl. This is just plastic, but it's so cute. It's a nice little sprayer. Again, I've never tried to pull this off. You might be able to pull this one off, but because it's so small, I can take this with me, so it's not a problem. But I'm going to get a 100ml bottle of this because you can wear this anywhere, anytime. There is never going to be a time when you can't wear this. So, like I said about Elizabeth Arden Sparkling White Diamonds, that's a crisp, fresh white t-shirt smell. This is a cashmere sweater smell. This is a warm, snuggly, fleecy blanket smell. It's sweet and there it is. So in the top, it's a bit sharper because you're getting some of the peony. I mean, it's probably coming across that I find peony to be a bit dry, and because of the green notes in this, it's a bit sharp. You've got plum and peach, but I'm not really sure. There's definitely something in there that has a slight fruity vibe, but I wouldn't have been able to tell you that it was peach or plum. I definitely wouldn't have been able to say it was peach because I often don't like peach in perfumes. But yeah, so again, you definitely have to give this a chance. You have to spray this on, not really smell it, ignore it for a bit, and then come back to it. And when you come back to it, I'm smelling my wrist, you have just such a heavenly soap smell. It's really, oh, it is beautiful, beautiful. So I really wanted a perfume that just smelled like a bar of soap, and I don't need to try any others really that now just smell like a bar of soap, because this is the only one you need if you want to smell like a bar of soap. So yeah, this is definitely worth a shout. And again, like, they're not particularly expensive. Pretty much all Cacharel that I've come across are about 20 quid. For like, this is a 30ml bottle. I think originally got this on eBay, before I decided whether I was going to get like a an unused bottle. This one had already been sprayed. But I think I've found one that I think is maybe 30 quid for 100ml or something. But you're looking at normally about 40 quid for 100ml. And maybe you can, on eBay, actually, you can get these for maybe like under 20 quid for a 50ml, and probably less for a 30. So yeah, it's relatively easy to find the 30ml actually, if you want to try it and you don't want to get a massive bottle. But I think this is absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, I mean, I can't really say much else than anyone else has said, but people often say that scents smell like a bar of soap, and this is the only one that I have ever smelt. Actually, no, that's not true. I just smelt an Issey Miyake one, which I'll talk about. Maybe I'll do that video next. But up until the one I just smelt, which is a relatively new perfume, this is the only one I've ever smelt that I actually think smells like the residue of a bar of soap after I've washed and dried my hands. Where I keep going back and smelling them. This is that smell. It's really friggin' lush. Absolutely lovely. Everything else I smell, I'm like, well, that would have to be a very specific smell of the bar of soap that you've got, like a really fragrance on. This is a white bar of soap. Really pure, really nice. I love this one. Absolutely love it. One of my favourites, hands down.